Coming up, my top 3 from this video. Let's see where I rank them. Welcome to KDX Bricks Analytics, where I watch all the Lego investing and reselling videos so that you don't have to. So let's jump right into it. If you haven't already, check out my first video on this channel where I explain exactly what I'm doing with this channel. The short of it is I'm watching all of the Lego investing and reselling videos on YouTube and then marking down every time a set gets mentioned and giving it an enthusiasm score between 1 and 3. Basically saying, hey, this set is really recommended for Lego investing and reselling by the video, or it is recommended, but maybe just not as much. And then I'm tabulating all that data and sharing that with you. Looking at this table, last video, we looked at everything that had an enthusiasm score of 2.5 or higher. And then we also looked at these 2 sets that had a score of 2, but they had 2 mentions. And this is for all the videos from July 1st to 15th, 2022. And during that time period, I listened to 17 Lego investing and reselling videos across 9 different channels. Those videos accumulated a total of 117 Lego set mentions. Again, that's not 117 individual sets. It's just 117 times that a Lego set was mentioned, with some sets mentioned more than once. So now this video, I want to look at everything starting here with the Elf Clubhouse that received an enthusiasm score of 2 or less, and most of them only had 1 mention, but a few of them had a couple of mentions. So starting off with the Elf Clubhouse here pictured, it's a Christmas theme, maybe not one of the most popular sets from this line, but they typically do well, so should do well again for investing. Next up is 10295, the Porsche 911. This line of vehicles, which has about 15 sets already, seem to do pretty well, and this one looks amazing, so I'm sure it will do quite well. And now on to one of my favorites, 10305, Lion Knight's Castle. This set is absolutely beautiful and amazing, and it's new, it's huge, so not really sure how well it will do. It's got to do well, so I really believe it will do well because it's castle. We all want castle theme to come back. This is what we have for now, which is great, and I don't see a lot more castle sets anytime soon. 21330, Home Alone. All 5 minifigures are exclusive. Captures a lot of the key scenes from the movie. It should do well, but it is a pretty expensive set, but I think it'll do well. The Ideas Globe, 21332. Great idea, great concept. Looks pretty ugly, very gappy, so one that I'm not interested in. Roadrunner and Coyote, one of my favorite Brickhead set. These figures are just made to be designed in the Brickhead style, and Roadrunner is just fantastic. I think this one will do very, very well. This set, 42115, the Lamborghini, had 1 mention with an enthusiasm score of 2 still. This is the Mars Research Shuttle, 60226. It's a city set, so, you know, it certainly would be surprising to some folks, but I think this one will do okay. Anything space seems to do pretty well. 60345, Farmer's Market Van. This one was way overpriced. I think it was $45, but it was on sale a lot for $25, $30, so if you could get it down there, it might do okay, mostly because of the new garden and foliage pieces. Next up is this Ninjago set, 71739. Love the minifigures. 75277, Boba Fett's helmet. This one is one of the first 3 in the Star Wars helmet line. The other 2 retired long ago. This one is still on the market, so it's way over hoarded, but it is, to me, the best looking of the 3, and it's in the first wave, so probably a pretty long hold time, but it should do very well, and you've been able to get it on sale a lot during its life on the shelves. Oh, and don't forget, my videos are for entertainment purposes only. I do not provide financial advice. You got to get that from somebody else. All right, and now on to one of my favorite sets, 75290, Mos Eisley Cantina. I own this set, I built it. Something like half of the 21 minifigures are exclusive. Great little side builds. It opens up, fantastic detail on the inside. One of the best, most iconic scenes in the original trilogy. To me, this is a big, big winner. Now, it is very, very expensive, $400 US. And so you might have to hold it for a little while, and it takes up a lot of space on your own shelves while you're waiting to resell it. But being that it's so expensive and how great this set is, you know, you don't have to sell as many units to make a pretty good profit. 75296, Darth Vader Meditation Chamber. Pretty popular. A lot of people think it will do okay in retirement, you know, and I haven't picked up any of them, but I think it'll do okay, but it just doesn't look that smooth, clean, or finished, especially when you close the top of it. But the concept is very good, and I think it looks nice for what it is next to all of the other statue helmet type sets. Next up, 75319, and this is also another one of my absolute favorite sets in this list, the Armorer's Mandalorian Forge. It's all about the minifigures here. A lot of people really don't like the little builds, but I actually am okay with the builds too. I get the little forge area, the fire, the blue flames, And I know there's some Technic pieces in there showing, but I can see this set, since this whole scene took place in a bunker type space, I could see these little side builds being put into a larger Star Wars mock type set that somebody had built, with this little off into a little covered corner area that you can peek into and see these 3 great minifigures doing this scene. I'm not hating on the build part of this set as much as most, but again, it's all about the minifigures. Of course, Mandalorian looks great, but really the Armorer and Paz Vizsla are absolutely fantastic. And as you can see, I own 2 of these sets because I've got 2 of each minifigure, and they're only in this set. So both of those are exclusive. Death Star Trench Run diorama, one of the first Star Wars diorama sets in the first wave. And this set looks really, really good. I think it'll do pretty well, but there are no minifigures in this set, so that might make this set lacking compared to the other 2. And then next up is my favorite of the 3 first diorama sets, Dagobah Jedi Training Diorama 75330. All 3 of the minifigures are exclusive, and this set is just so well done, making it clearly look like a swampy, rainforesty, moldy, wet scene. So really, really well done. It should do fantastic in retirement. It's reasonably priced. Probably best to get it on sale, like always, but it's perfect price point and perfect type of medium for investing and reselling. ATTE Walker Commander Cody, still pretty new, so we'll see how it does. 75948 Hogwarts Clock Tower. The large Batmobile Tumbler, I think this one could do okay, maybe not as well as the large Batmobile. It goes well with the Batmobile and the Batwing, and those 2 seem to be on a pretty good path, so this one will probably do okay. All right, the next 2, I also really, really love these 2 Hogwarts moments. They're the sets that fold up like books. And I don't think they're going to make any more in this series, and I don't think that they sold very well for Lego, but to me, they look really, really good. I like the larger book pieces with the big detailed stickers on them, and then how little builds from the set can either pop out or swing out, and they always have a pretty good variety of minifigures. So this one, Divination class, and then the next one, Defense Against the Dark Arts. Both of those I'm very excited about. 92176, NASA Apollo Saturn V. I have the first version that Lego released and built it, so this set will do great. It's NASA, I know they've sold a ton of them, but it's NASA, so it'll do great. And now on to one of my favorite sets, but not for investing or reselling at all. This set has been on the market for years, and it's way over hoarded, but it is a beautiful set. I've built it, and I absolutely love it. 21318, the Treehouse. Ford F-150 Raptor. It was only on the market for about a year, $100 price point, so I think this will, even though it's Technic, I think it'll do pretty well in the secondary market. 71043 Hogwarts Castle. I love this set, haven't built it, not something I'm interested in because it's so big, but it is a well done set. Next up is 10274 Ecto 1 Ghostbusters. Probably over hoarded, been out for a couple years already. So I don't know about this one, but it is a cool looking set. And let me point out, I'm not reading off every score in terms of mentions and enthusiasm. Like the Treehouse had 2 mentions, but only a score of 1. Same thing with the Ford Raptor, but I've got the table up next to the pictures so that you can follow along as we're looking at these. Now on to 10280, the Flower Bouquet. This set will do fantastic. It might take a little while, but clearly Lego is doing very well with the Botanicals line. They've released a number of great sets in this line, and this is the first. And for what you get, it is a great price point. I forget it was $50 or $60, but when you think about buying a nice bouquet of real flowers that'll last you a couple of weeks, you're doing better than that. And so this set will be very, very popular in the future. Now that we're down in the lower part of this table where they all have an enthusiasm score of 1 with only 1 mention, I'm not pulling up pictures for most of them. You can just look at the table here, but I did want to pull up a couple. So pirate ships. So this one has around 1,300 pieces for $120. So not bad in terms of value. Pretty good price point for investing and reselling, and it's a creator 3-in-1, and so I think this one could do pretty well because it's a pirate ship, and you know the old pirate ships are very popular, and we don't get many fully constructed, full scale, just regular pirate ships. And what's neat about this one is that the sails are brick built, and so I think that this one could also do quite well in retirement. And one thing to point out, the side builds are also pretty nice on this. This is set 71395 Super Mario 64 question mark block, and this set should do very well. It's expensive, over $200, but this set should do well in retirement just because of all the little builds and the mechanism and how clean it looks when you pack it all up. So pack it all up, you have a clean looking question mark block, but then you can do this great mechanism, pull out all these micro scale builds with great detail that look fantastic. So I'm definitely high on this set. And then the last picture that I want to show you is all the way down on the list here, the Hogwarts Wizards chess. This one will appeal to a lot of people, not just Lego fans, but chess fans. It was a great price point at $60. It's one of the 20th anniversary sets that comes with a gold Harry Potter minifigure. And so of course, Lego people will want this set. People who play chess will want this set. And so it will do well over time. And now my 3 favorite sets from this video. In third place is the Mos Eisley Cantina. And this set is so amazing. I absolutely love it. My only question mark when it comes to Lego investing and reselling is just the size of the set and the cost, $400 US. And it's just a lot to store, and you might have to wait a little while, and it's a lot to deal with when it comes to shipping. But the spaceships, the side builds are fantastic. The minifigures, about half of them are exclusive and around 20 or so, so they're great. And then of course the main build, how it opens up and all the detail on the inside with all the different little rooms, and especially the detail on the bar. And this set is just so, the scene is just so iconic that this set is just so good. So again, I've built it and I love it. I own it. In second place is 10280, the Flower Bouquet, and I absolutely love this set too. It's the first of what's going to be a fantastic line. Hopefully Lego does many sets in the Botanicals line, but this is the first from the line, and so many people are going to want it, and it's a great deal when you're looking that it's a really nice looking bouquet of flowers. And then in first place is 75330, Dagobah Jedi training diorama, and this set is just amazing. It looks exactly like the movie scene. All the minifigures are exclusive, lots of great swampy detail, and that little X-Wing wing sticking out of the trans green pieces, it all just fits together really well. And again, similar to the last set, this set is in the first wave of the first 3 Star Wars diorama sets, and I hope Lego does a lot like this too, so people are going to want this original set. And then one last set, a quick honorable mention for the Lion Knight's Castle. Huge set again, so that will be an issue. A lot of gray, but the gray looks great. The detail is right, the foliage is right, lots of minifigures, and the shape of the castle, it opens up into a unique shape, but even when you close it up, it's not just a super boxy shape. There is some interesting angles, and so it just makes it look, you know, like a really appealing set. And of course, all the detail and the different colors on the inside is fantastic. Those are my sets from this video. I think a lot of the sets that we talked about are really good and worth looking at and doing your own investigating when it comes to Lego investing and reselling. So that's a wrap on this video. I will see you in the next one.